Hi guys, it's our another story, another podcast. Today we're gonna have our friend, Dr. Howard Cooper. Doctor,
Thank
nice
you,
to see
Leo.
you. Thank you. Uh Usually first question: how you become a dentist? What's how you just think you're gonna be a dentist? I know your father gonna be. He was a pediatric dentist, right?
Yeah, so my dad was a dentist, and from as really legitimately as long as I can remember, I wanted to be a dentist.
Wow.
I had papers from when I was in like fourth grade where I was writing Howard I. Cooper DDS.
Wow. Yeah.
So it's just what I've always wanted to be. And I used to work in the office as a kid, and I used to work in a lab, and um, it was just always my passion.
Uh, any other any other siblings you have who is a dentist or just
My
you?
little brother's a dentist.
Oh,
Yeah.
in Chicago
So,
area?
no, he's in Arizona.
Arizona.
Yeah.
Much warmer place. Yeah, much
Yeah,
warmer
he was
place. Yeah.
here when he got out of school, and then he
Mhm.
decided, why am I here? And
Exactly.
I couldn't blame him.
And
So
what school did you finish? Like, what dental school did you
I was
finish?
at Loyola University of Chicago
Loyola.
when there was a Loyola University of Chicago.
Uh-huh. Yeah, we're familiar with Loyola. Our daughter she finished Loyola too for nursing school. Any interesting story you can tell us about from your past when you were in dental school? Anything interesting, like because usually dental school it's funny place.
Yeah, I mean, it was sort of a crazy place, but I mean, the first 2 years I didn't enjoy. I don't think anybody really did, but once I got into clinic, I loved it.
Uh-huh.
I mean, it was really good. It was great because I used to go to the hardest instructors,
Uh-huh.
and because they always had room in their schedule because nobody wanted to work with them. And because I was always there, they were great to me. So it was super nice. And so I always got my stuff done, never had any problems. They never gave me any trouble. And it was fun. I really enjoyed the last 2 years.
Because back then it was not so much digital. It means you have to do everything
Oh,
with
we
hands,
did
right?
everything. Yeah. I
Like
mean,
in
set teeth, and, we did our porcelain work for a number of crowns. At some point we could send them out, but, we were, setting wax, teeth in wax, and doing our dentures and crowns. And yeah, we did everything. I mean, it was different. We had a
what
little bit of that we could, eh, later we could have the lab do some stuff.
Mhm.
But even when they did, the problem was that, they were backlogged. So if you
Okay.
needed it done, you still ended up doing it yourself.
But even I know in your lab, you have a little lab in your office too. Sometimes I can see like teeth or some grinding. Is it you or your assistant?
Yeah, I still grind.
I know.
But
And
that's because I learned. I knew how, like the new kids coming out of school, they don't know that stuff. So
how to
like
put
they don't
teeth,
even
yeah.
know how to, reset teeth in a denture, or they certainly don't know how to adjust dentures. I mean, it's really sort of crazy.
But dentures is still big part of dentistry, right? Even now,
Well,
right?
in my practice it is. I mean, a lot of my friends don't do dentures at all. So, I mean, I enjoy dentures
Mhm.
because it's always been fun for me. So, so I still do a lot of dentures
Mhm.
because that's, what I want to do. I love immediates. I mean, I just think it's a great option for people. So,
But still, it's I mean, older population is a lot of people, right? But still, dentures
yeah,
popular stuff, right? I
yeah.
mean, I know implants, but
Yeah, but implants are great and I love doing implants, but I still have a lot of patients that can't afford. I mean, there's a lot of sticker shock with implants,
really,
especially in all on case. They'll look at that and be like, yeah, that's great. There's no way,
no.
So then you still have to be able to restore these folks.
Hmm.
So, then I go with dentures, which, like I said, I really like dentures. I have a lot of success with dentures, but we learned from really good instructors, and you knew how to do dentures when you got out.
Okay, let's say what the new kids, how they're gonna do, how they're gonna proceed with their career. They don't know simple stuff.
But they don't. They just don't do dentures.
But somebody have to do it.
Yeah, somebody has to, but
Yeah. Hmm.
it's not them. Or maybe they'll do digital, digital dentures, but then the problem is they don't know the follow-up. They don't know, necessarily how to
Mhm.
reline something. They don't know how to border mold. They don't know how to take the right impressions. They don't know how to adjust when somebody's sore. So it's interesting,
I know you practice so busy. I was so many times, but was the atmosphere inside? It's more like family or more sticky?
No, I mean, I think the team that I work with,
Yeah.
I mean, we're definitely more family.
Mhm.
I mean, my assistants have been with me a long time. My hygienist's been with me a long time. So, I mean, we talk to each other outside of the
Oh,
office.
yeah.
I mean, so we all have good relationships. And that's important because, especially, your patients see that, and then, patients know how you all get along, and,
Uh-huh.
and patients become family too. I mean, I have 3 and 4 generations of families that have come to see me. And
Yeah,
so that's just
it was
fantastic.
my another question. So like so many years in dentistry, it's mean you have families
Oh,
already,
yeah.
like
Yeah. I mean, I,
parents,
I have,
kids.
I have, patients that have never seen another dentist in their whole life,
Wow.
and they're, getting older, or they have, grandkids now. And, so they've always been coming. So
More
it's,
work
it's
for us.
nice.
Yeah,
Yeah,
more
it's all
work for
good.
us. Yeah.
It's good.
Do you have any, probably you remember, like any funny patient, any weird patient? It's so
Yeah. I
many,
mean,
right?
yeah. I mean, you
Any
always
good
have,
stories? Yeah.
yeah. I mean, some of them I probably can't tell,
Without names.
no, I mean, there's always good patients. I mean, that say funny things or do funny things. Patients tend to, for whatever reason, tell us stuff that, I mean, like, crazy things, like talking about their cheating spouse, or about, stuff that they've done. And I mean, they just sort of think of us as shrinks. They become familiar with us. And sometimes one of my hygienists, she'll tell me all about the sex life of one of my, a patient that's in her 70s.
Wow.
Like, that's the last thing on earth I want to know. But it's funny how people open up about things when they're at the dentist. And it could be anything. It could be, about their kids, or about, but they feel comfortable. and
Mhm.
and that's a good thing. But some of the stories, you're just like, ay, ay, ay. And you can't say anything. I mean, you just smile. And
I know dentistry is so hard. I mean, occupation. I know everybody is saying, "Oh, it's so easy," but I know a lot of dentists who just it's so stressful.
it is,
Why?
because everything in dentistry, unfortunately, has to be perfect. And what's perfect, you know when you put up a wall in a house, if your wall is off a little bit, you sand it maybe
Yeah.
a little bit differently, or because of the way it is, you never really
Mhm.
notice. But in the mouth, we're talking, if something's off a half a millimeter, we're ready to pull our hair out.
Mhm.
So it's a different, it's different. I mean, everything's in a millimeter. It's got to be perfect. It's got to be this. And sometimes it can't be perfect because life,
Exactly.
and
Yeah.
it just isn't perfect.
Yeah.
But it makes us a little crazy. I think all of us, want it to go this way, and when it doesn't go that way, it's crazy.
But after so many years you in this business, it's a little bit easier now, or opposite way.
Um, I mean, I don't think it's easier or harder. I think that now I try to do things to make my life easier.
Hmm.
Whereas before, I maybe tried to do everything and anything. And now I might refer out certain things because it's just not, it's just not something I enjoy doing or
Hmm.
want to do. And then there are other things that I really enjoy doing. So I probably, you know, might want to steer that way. I
Hmm.
mean,
But I know you still working tons of hours.
yeah, I mean, but I enjoy work. I mean, I got to be honest, I don't really ever consider it work.
Uh-huh.
Like, I don't dread getting up in the morning and being like, oh, I got to
I
go to
have
the
to go. Yeah.
office. I mean, I love going to the office. I love seeing my patients. But I do a lot of different things. So I
Hmm.
might be doing a crown and a root canal and an implant. And, I mean,
This
so
means
in
you
my,
endodontist, you prosthodontist,
it's
you
right.
periodontist, everything.
But I like all that stuff. I mean, like I said, there's certain things that, maybe that horizontal
Uh-huh.
impaction, now I'm
Yeah.
going to send to my favorite oral surgeon
Yeah.
because I don't want to do those anymore.
Yeah.
But other than that, I mean, I think there's things that I really enjoy, and it's fun.
But you learn all this stuff like during the year, because when you general dentist, you usually know simple stuff, like you said.
Yeah, I mean, I learned a lot, but I went to a lot of continuing education. So, I mean, I took class. I mean, I've taken, I don't even know, probably at this point, 5,000 hours of
Yeah,
CE. I mean,
because after 1,000, you're gonna become. I know if you got
oh, I mean,
over.
I've had
Yeah.
my fellowship and my
Yeah. Yeah.
mastership. I
Yeah.
have diplomates, and
Yeah.
so I mean, I have lots of different organizations. But all of it was to. I mean, the letters are neat, but ultimately for me, it was because I want to be the best I can for my
Knowledge.
patients. You know, I
Knowledge, yeah.
wanted to learn stuff. I mean, I learned from great people. I mean, you know, I learned how to place implants from Carl Misch.
Hmm.
You know, I learned how to do endo from Frank Wine. I mean, these were the, you know, pioneers in their field. So I was really lucky. You know, I mean, we learned from really good people, and you know, Carl, I loved Carl. I mean, you know, it was I was super sad when you know, when he got sick, and I had a lot of fun with him over the
Hmm.
years, you know, and so that was, um, you know, a good thing for me because I learned a lot from him. I mean, the guy was amazing, you know, so good people. And now, you know, Randy Resnick, who,
Yeah.
you know, I mean, I love Randy, and I take a lot of classes from him, and he's brilliant. He's probably the most brilliant person I know. And it's super fun just to, you know, learn new stuff
Hmm.
and see what's, you know, going on. And, you know, he's definitely, whenever I need implant info, he's my go-to, you know.
Hmm. Any of your kids taking your career too?
No, I told them all to do something else.
Yeah. Well, exactly.
So,
Why? You said
you know,
because it's too
nowadays,
hard.
it's not that it's too hard. It's, you know, I mean, I practice the way I want to.
Mhm.
You know, I'm on call 24 hours a day. I get lots of emergencies. I like that life. You know, that's what I built for myself. But, you know, for them, you know, I just want them to do, you know, I don't want them to have to work as hard as I did, you know, or still do. But for me, it was really good. But, you know, with insurance and stuff
Yeah.
nowadays, you know, they're killing us. I mean, so it's just like, and I think it's just going to get worse. I mean, every year the reimbursements go down,
Exactly. Yeah. Yep.
and you know, it's hard on us, it's hard on patients. So, you know, ultimately, I think that there's definitely other places than dentistry. I think dentistry really needs to change for it to move into the future, you know, in the right way.
What do you think? Like we can tell the patients, the three things they need to do, like to keep they good, clean, to keep their teeth good.
What do people have to do to
Yeah,
keep their teeth?
like three things. Like
I mean, brush. I find that to be a very good thing.
it's brush. It's everybody brush.
Oh, you say that.
Really?
I had a patient who had a phobia of toothbrushing.
Wow. No idea.
He came in to see me. He had not brushed his teeth or seen a dentist in 40 years.
It could be me. Okay.
So, you know, you can
Wow.
imagine what his teeth look like.
Okay.
But
Brush.
so brushing, I like the water pick a lot.
Okay.
I
But it's
really
kind of
recommend
new.
that.
I mean, newish.
I mean, it's been around for a long time, but I think we're pushing it a lot more now.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because, you know, I mean, I like flossing too, but a lot of people don't floss. And the thing with floss is it just gets in between your teeth.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas
Yeah.
at least the water pick, you know, flushes out the gums and you keep everything clean. It's good for the bone.
Mm-hmm.
So I like that a lot more. And then what else? Probably the other thing is diet.
Right.
You know, really just watch what you eat. Sugary foods and drinks are
Less.
bad.
Uh-huh.
I see, you know, still a lot of kids that get cavities because
Really?
they're just eating junk. Yeah.
Coke, candies, right? Like all this.
Yeah, Coke, I see Fruit Punch, Kool-Aid, Gatorade, Mountain Dew, Fruit Roll-Ups, Gummy Bears, and Gushers.
You have to cut it. Cut it off. Cut
That's
it off.
my
Yeah.
my spiel to my patients.
I
And I'm
know.
like, do you eat any of these things? Pretty much all of them. So,
But
you
I
know,
mean,
but that's the reality,
know.
you know, for a lot of kids. And, you know, I mean, I still see rampant decay, you know.
oh yeah.
I don't see as much like nursing bottle mouth and things like that as I used to, but I still see a lot of kids that get a lot of cavities.
Okay. Myths about dentures and implants. Some people.
I mean, I think
yeah.
the myths about implants is people think that, you know, I can't have that because I'm going to reject it.
Mhm.
You know, a lot of people think they're going to reject implants. So,
Possibility.
so I mean, it's possible. I've never seen a patient that's rejected one, but I'm sure that there are. I mean, we've seen it in the
Mhm.
literature, but it's, I still think, rare,
Really.
you know.
Mhm.
But, you know, could it happen? Absolutely. But now, you know, we've got zirconia,
Yeah.
you know, that's making a you know, lot. I see that a lot more than I ever used to. And they're saying that that's not an issue with the zirconia. So we'll see. And then with dentures, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think a lot of people think that dentures are for old people, which, you know, I mean, I think my age group, especially, when you think of dentures, you
Yeah.
think of your grandparents.
Yeah.
putting them in a cup at night and everything else. But I do have patients that are younger that we're doing dentures on. I mean,
Really?
sometimes it happens, and it's still a really good alternative, financially,
Yeah, because of
because
money. Okay.
there's a
Yeah.
big difference between
Hmm.
an all-on case and a denture case. I mean, there just is.
Hmm.
So I still think it's a really good alternative. But I think those are probably the biggest
The biggest.
myths.
Yeah. Okay, maybe we're gonna stop a little bit about teeth because it's only teeth, nobody die, right?
Pardon me?
Only teeth, nobody die.
Yeah, correct.
What your hobby outside of dentistry?
Photography is one of my
Okay.
hobbies, and my other hobby, I would say, is forensic dentistry.
Yeah,
So,
this nobody knows. That's what I just want to. If you can just tell us more, because I know some stories. I want
yeah.
to make sure you can tell us.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no. I mean, I've been doing forensics for over 34 years.
with.
Federal government, and then I also work with medical examiners and
Uh-huh.
coroners across the country, and I do dental identification. So of people that have been either killed or died maybe in a car crash
Wow.
or anywhere where they can't be identified
Mm-hmm.
via either fingerprints or facially
Mm-hmm.
or sometimes DNA, then I can use teeth. So
Wow.
and I've been doing that a long time. So
And you still do?
I still do, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I get cases a fair amount. You
Huh.
know, it's good. I enjoy it.
I know you were in 2001. You went back to New York when
Yeah,
9/11
after
happened.
9/11, yeah.
You were in Katrina when Katrina's happened too, right?
Yeah.
It's always this kind of same teams.
Yeah, so I was when 9/11 happened, I was on a DMORT team, which is the Disaster Mortuary
Mm-hmm.
Operational Response Team for the federal government. And we actually flew out the next day. The Air Force took me to New York, and I worked down at Ground Zero and then the Office of the Chief Medical Examiner. And then with Katrina in New Orleans, I was there, and I was on a weapons of mass destruction team for 16 or 18 years.
Uh-huh.
And there we would do body recovery and decontamination.
Wow.
So interesting things. I mean, very different, obviously, than dentistry.
But still, all
more
connected with teeth.
hazmat.
Yeah, but
But the hazmat team,
yeah.
I was doing hazmat stuff, and then if a body, in theory, couldn't be
Mm-hmm.
decontaminated to go to a morgue, then I would do the dental in the field.
Mm-hmm.
In my suit with my
Wow.
breathing apparatus and everything else. So, but that I still do that kind of stuff. I'm still on the DMORT team.
That means if they call you, you have to go.
Yeah, I mean, you don't have to. The WMD team, I had to. That was a little bit of a different team because it was so limited. But with the DMORT team, I mean, you have a choice. But I mean, I have trained and done stuff, and so clearly I want to go. And we're helping a lot of people because we're giving people back their family members. So I do want to go. Last year, I went to North Carolina after the hurricane down there.
Oh, okay.
And so I was there for a couple of weeks. And it's still something that I enjoy doing, and I think that it's fulfilling for me to be able to help people in a different way than I do in my office.
Mm-hmm. About the photos, about the pictures, it's mean to take a picture, you have to travel, right?
I do.
I know. And what are your favorite places to go to take? I mean,
to take pictures. I mean, I love Costa Rica. I think the photos there are the colors are fantastic. I also really like going to the Arctic. I love, even though it's cold,
yeah.
But the snow and the shapes and the stuff that you see is just like, it's like living in Whoville.
Wow.
It's just, Dr. Seuss. It's just totally different. So it's pretty cool.
It's kind of your two favorite places, Arctics and Costa Rica.
Yeah, probably. I mean, two very different places.
But do you remember the picture where you took the, it's not a griff, it's like the big bird, where it was, do you remember?
The eagles?
Yeah.
Yeah, the eagles was Alaska. Yeah. So although I saw one this morning on my way, so I could have just went to Antioch.
Really? I mean, how
I didn't have to travel to Alaska.
How hard it's like just to take a great picture? I mean, you have to take a moment, right? You have to catch the moment.
You have to catch the moment.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, I usually catch like 3,000 moments and in order to get my one moment. So, I mean, it's fun. I mean, I love taking pictures. I love trying to visualize what I see. in my camera and try to get what my vision is. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. But
And you're Canon or Nikon?
I'm a Nikon guy.
Nikon.
Yeah,
All the way.
all the way.
All the way.
Yeah, from
Sorry,
the,
Canon guys. Yeah.
the time I was young.
Oh yeah.
So I've always been Nikon, but especially now because you spend all your time acquiring lenses and everything else, and then it's just you just can't
Yeah,
switch.
because every couple of years I have to buy a new lens because the camera changed, everything changed.
Yeah, I mean the cameras change, but I mean it's once digital happened, I mean they change, but
Yeah.
I mean I don't switch out cameras as much as probably
Oh,
some
yeah.
people.
You can use long time.
So yeah, I mean I have my camera. I've had them for a while, but they take great pictures, and they're big files, and so I can blow stuff up and make my billboards.
What you can just your advice to the young people, young dentists who just came out from school with this kind of new era, digital, I mean everything new.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I don't really think the technology matters. I think that what really matters is how you treat patients.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
I mean, I think that's ultimately what it is. What's your rapport with your patients? How, you're nice to your patients. And that's really how you build your practice. It's, the technology's cool, but that only gets you so far. I mean, you could have top of the line everything. If you're not good to your patients, they're not coming back. So I don't think that matters as much as how you treat people.
Couple of quick questions. Coffee or tea in your office?
Tea.
Not coffee.
For me.
You're the first one who's saying tea. Huh.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's just me personally. So I've never been a coffee guy. But no, in the office, we actually don't even, patients don't even ask. Yeah. I mean, we have stuff there for either, but no, nobody, they're there. I think they're there just to, get their work done, and not really like a snack place. I mean, it just depends. There are boutique-y, dental offices that like doing that. And it just depends on which way you go.
Any question you want to ask me?
I know so much about you already, Leo. What's your favorite thing to do in the lab? What do you like working on the most?
I mean, I was a ceramist all my life, but I don't have time now to do it. But it's like to build porcelain. It's just if they can give me the time, and I would sit down and just build it. I don't have time, but just build nice central, with like let's say 10 different colors. I would do it.
Okay.
I would do it. Maybe in the future.
You never know.
Doctor, thank you so much.
Thank you.
I really
Leo.
appreciate it. And see you
My
next
pleasure.
time. Yep.
Absolutely.
Thank you.